This video is about your call to adventure for changing the world. When we get stuck into issues, they can tend to be really negative. We can be drowning in the badlands of looking at apocalyptic climate change or deforestation or extinction patterns, and they can be really devastating. But I wanted to unleash a new kind of dream for you. What if changing the world was your life's greatest creative adventure? And you know what is behind all great movements, artworks, inventions, innovations, every breakthrough that humanity has had? Think of the future like it's a rocket ship that needs fuel. And you know what that secret is? It's a dream. It's that people can imagine the world or the invention or the artwork or the movement before it's come true. That dream, that vision is the fuel behind the rocket ship of change. As we embark on this journey together, where you'll be going through the book and going through these videos, I want you to take a moment to imagine what the future world that you want to make looks like. What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? Let me share a few ideas for how I imagine the future world. I imagine walking down a city and seeing green walls cascading off every building. I'd like to work in an office where you can put your hand out the window and just grab a tomato or a cucumber and make lunch. Where the city is just covered in blankets of vegetation, where we have wildlife corridors moving through urban spaces so wildlife can actually coexist with urbanization and nature at the same time. I can see a future where plastic waste and junk and pollution is just extinct. We just don't have it anymore. I can imagine a world where fossil fuels are gone and our whole world is powered by billions of solar panels. And we've made it over the hump of climate change, where forests have stopped being cut down and they're starting to regenerate. And a new type of consciousness sweeps over society, where we're not always trying to pillage and destroy nature, where we're not trying to move the scientific advances and technical advances constantly at the expense of our world. But everybody who's in science and technology and design and computers, any field really, that we have a deep ecological consciousness and we're developing the technology and the infrastructure and the engineering of our world in this embedded partnership with our deep understanding of nature. And so technology and nature actually work in partnership to create a whole new kind of civilization based on a deep kind of biomimicry. And we are only just at the very beginning of starting to design this world. And there's a famous quote from Einstein where he says, "Imagination is everything. It is the preview to life's coming attractions." And I feel in our movement, we don't tend to invest much energy into our imaginations for what this world might look like. And this vision and this dream is what will make this journey for you an incredible adventure and make it really fun. And one part of this future that really excites me is this vision of the cybernetic Earth, is that we can use technology to cover the Earth in sensors and satellites, and we can start gathering data in real time. So the Earth becomes a bit like a patient in a hospital where we'll be able to see what's going on. We'll be able to see the pollution in lakes. We'll understand the CO2 consumption of buildings in real time. We'll have dashboards where we can see what's going on. So we're kind of building this big nudgosphere, this big electronic system of monitoring and caring for our Earth. And there is enormous opportunity and ideas for all sorts of technology projects that are going to make the Earth better in this space. We've only just started with this new phase of humanity of building the cybernetic Earth. We don't have to let our time here on Earth be defined by dirty, polluting cities and climate change and ecological collapse. We have the power to turn this ship around and point humanity in a new direction that's based on deep ecological intelligence and concern for other humans and empathy and creativity and intelligence and love. That is in our power. That space, when you can imagine that world, when you can dream it, that is where you'll harvest your great ideas. That is when you will really step into your power as a change maker who can really do something powerful in the world with your time here on Earth. So let's start dreaming big and beautiful. Let's start working towards making this dream for the wonderful new age of humanity come true. These sound like really big, bold statements, but it's real. Once you can start imagining it, you can start actually living that type of change every day. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this inspiring. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment so I can know who you are. If you don't yet have a book, grab a copy of my book, How to Save the World, and I will see you in the next video.